And we are live. Hello, everybody, to our first ever Big Brother recap. I'm going to say recap, although it's not so much, but Big Brother 16 show of the season. I am so excited. We have so much to talk to you guys about. Prize giveaways. A lot is going to happen this episode. Why am I wearing this? I'll tell you in a little bit. But first, you guys know the deal. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps.
Hi, I'm Cleo. You can follow me on Twitter at MissCleoBB.
No? Go ahead, John.
Hey. Hey guys, Comedy Jonah here. I'm all dressed up too, but I'm going to let Eric tell you why we're dressed up. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah.
Well, I'm not really sure that I know why we're dressed up, truth be told. All Cleo told me was that John and I had to come prepared to compete in something, and based on tonight's episode and how much my heart broke for Donnie, but we'll get to that, I felt I wanted to be Team Donnie POV with my outfit, so that's why I was doing that. But first, let me tell you guys, thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really helps support our shows, as does buying the live feeds from us if you guys haven't done that yet. And like I say, this night's, tonight's, Sundays, I mean, Thursday, whatever. All those old episodes are old news. So if you guys are following at BB16 Feed Updates, you would know this information as it happens. So check that out. And unfortunately, no Amanda this week. Plans got all switched around. She might be previously engaged in the city tonight, if you know what I mean. So she can't make it, is what I'm saying. But she will be here next week. Don't you worry. Speculate away, everyone. So I'm going to throw it to you, Cleo, first. How are we feeling since, really, the start of Big Brother?
I think we've got probably a cast of the worst players to ever play Big Brother, but they are immensely entertaining and very easy on the eyes. So
yep, worst cast of Big Brother. I love them.
No. Worst players in terms of gameplay, because this is just ridiculous.
All right, well, we got to get into a little bit of the gameplay. John, checking in with you. What is your status? What is your status on Big Brother this season? I know people haven't seen us since our live feed show. How are you feeling now that you have watched some episodes of the season? Are we loving this season so far?
So far, I am liking the season. I'm loving seeing Seattle represented by blue-haired Joey. That's why I'm dressed as blue on this recap. You know, some of them, I thought they were doing a pretty good job, and then ones like Devin, I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I agree with Cleo. They are pretty to look at.
I love these homoerotic boys this season. The boys are more like girls this season, and oh my goodness. So, kind of, here's how we're thinking we're going to do it. You guys watch the show. You don't really need us to so much recap everything that's going on. We kind of want to talk about what we think is important from this week. Yes, we'll give you some details. Starting next show, we'll have cheat sheets, so we won't really need to explain. And then, of course, we want your questions and what you guys want to know about, or your opinions. You can tweet them to us at YRRLive on Twitter. Comment in the chat room below, but if you tweet us on Twitter, then I can throw them up on the show, and I know you guys like that. So, what are we thinking of the whole twist? Because we really haven't talked about it that much. Now that we've got it fleshed out, we understand two HOHs. I want to know what you guys are thinking of the two HOHs, the new nomination ceremony that we saw, which I know I hate. What do you guys think of the new nomination ceremony? Cleo?
I do miss the fake sword, pulling sound effects, but it just feels awkward. I don't know. It's just kind of bizarre, the whole like opening up an egg sort of thing, and what I kind of like about it so far is that it definitely targets floaters. The way it's structured, it really, if you're kind of excuse me, not floaters. That's a misuse of the word. The weaker players, the ones who are, typically float to the, far into the game because they're useless. So this makes them more likely to be nominated. And I feel like we're going to have a lot of interesting backdoor scenarios in the next coming weeks, more than we've ever before.
I think so too. I think Devin. Well, whatever. We're gonna wait till we get on the Devin note. I agree with you, John. I know that you were traveling all last week, so I didn't call you. I called Cleo after the last episode aired, and I was like, "Girl, you're literally breaking open eggs." And he's like, "Oh, you're screwing with me." And I'm like, "No, they're really breaking open eggs and their suitcases. It's like The Price is Right or whatever that show is."
It's like that show where they had that briefcase that they had to hide that had like $100,000 that it was on.
I know Hide the Pickle, but I think that's a different game.
No, we're not talking about what Frankie and Zach are playing. I'm talking about this show where they had to run through the cities with a suitcase. I'm sure it was.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget the name of that. What?
No, it's just weird. I miss watching one of those people come in with that giant, Lazy Susan key holder and lug it into the table, and I just miss the whole the flashes to everybody's face when you hear someone's key pulled out and you see they're that sort of it kind of cuts right to the chase, but you have to, for the purposes of we're not waiting until the end of the episode for the nominations.
Well, wait, let's just go back a little bit, okay? We talked about this new thing, and it's going to target floaters, blah, blah, blah.
No,
aren't Christine...
Not floaters. The players that tend to be weaker.
Like Christine and Nicole.
Or Victoria, or who are
not nominated.
Just people who were nominated.
Well, the Victoria was, but not Nicole or Christine, who were jumping around in the pantry, escaping radar.
Ghosts. Nicole. Nicole's the one afraid of ghosts, right?
I think so.
I love Nicole, by the way, but we could get to that later. It's just, what were you saying before I interrupted you? Sorry.
Well, no, I'm just saying if it's targeting kind of floaters, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of floaters going up because, Joey at least tried to get the Girl Alliance going.
Not floaters.
Not floaters. Okay.
Weak players that won't do well in competitions, that are not threats. That's what I mean. Non-threats. Sorry, John.
I think that I say potato, floater, non-floater, threat, not threat. I don't think that it matters. I know Real Rick agrees with us in the chat room. He is not a fan of the new nomination ceremony either. I think that it's going to come back as soon as this twist ends, probably in a month. I know a lot of people are saying no, they don't think so. I think it's definitely going to come back at the end.
Absolutely. At the 4-week mark, the twist is going to end. Gronder's going to save somebody if they get evicted too soon, bring them back, or, that's when the shiesty stuff happens. And then we get to play good old-fashioned Big Brother. I think it's just more of the purists the old nomination ceremony and all that stuff. So we're just being Big Brother snobs, that's all.
You're being total Big Brother snobs. As someone is not a super fan as both of you, I'm glad they shook it up this year. I'm glad they're cracking eggs, and I'm glad they're pulling out keys, and then the pictures coming up in the background, all high-tech. They needed a little shake-up, a little cleanup, a little polishing.
I agree. I like it. I didn't like the cracking of the egg. I thought it was stupid. I mean, they could have done a coin toss, something, literally just to bring out these
The
eggs.
HOH bed is a mess.
Well, that's
Yeah,
my
but-
question.
Well,
Wait, So,
John,
so wait, what came first? Did the HOH nest room bed egg theme come first, or did the chicken egg reveal ceremony come first? Which one did they have to theme for the other one?
I thought you were going to ask which first, the HOH or the egg. You know, like on your point, John. I agree that I'd like to see things polished, but I was hoping for like what Eric wanted, a renovated house. That's the kind of polish I wanted, not same old, same old.
I see what you just did there, you shady bitch. That was Cleo's way of being like, Eric was wrong nicely. I see what you just did there.
No, I was saying I agreed that that's what I would want.
Yeah, that's what I would want too, and it didn't happen. Womp, womp. Well, they did extend that patio out a little bit. The little tree house that they're so proud of that tree house. They talk about it all the time, Big Brother. Like so proud to promote that tree. Go ahead, John.
Now I want to know. So now that there's kind of a side HOH room when there's two HOHs, did the original HOH room get smaller? I was trying to think.
That's the coach's bedroom from season 14. That's the Pandora's box room. And when this twist is over and they're back to one HOH, that room will be used for Pandora's box if they bring it back this year.
Good. I hope they do. I love Pandora's box.
And they didn't last year. We had no Pandora's boxes last year, so they might not.
Yeah, but there was a lot of. They didn't have anything last year that was like, you know.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, they
none
had.
of those like sort of fun little things to keep us entertained when they get down to like 8 people.
Right. Well, here's what I want to
sock
know
puppets.
Here's what I want to know from everybody. You guys can comment below, comment in the chat room. What are your thoughts, speaking of nomination now, about kind of this strategy that Frankie and Caleb kind of came up with in order to form the Bomb Squad, where instead of being like dueling HOHs and having to compete against each other, they really decided, let's work together and make this twist help both of our games. Do you think that going forward, HOHs are going to use this opportunity to maybe target someone or work together, or do you think once the house starts splitting, these HOHs are not going to work together with these nominations?
I think that was everything that we've seen this week has been a bunch of crap. Like, meaning, Frankie and Caleb. Frankie said he wanted to work with Caleb because he wanted to just protect his own ass. Just like this whole Bomb Squad thing. If we could just talk about that for a second.
Yeah.
The Bomb Squad, what it really is what it should be called is the thing I'm in until something better comes along. Because it pretty much was Dodo, Caleb, and Devin, and just a couple people, and everyone joining the alliance because they were approached and like, hey, you want to be in an alliance? Sure. Right. Why the hell not? You know, the true whether an alliance has any like value is when stuff goes down and you see if these people have your back. Right now, people are just like, I don't want to go home first.
Right.
And it's just like, kind of like Christine said in her diary rooms. It's really just, you know, so until something better comes along, like why say no and piss you off? Because if you're the HOH, I don't want to piss you off.
No, definitely you do not want to piss off the HOH. I think it was you that put out the, not you that did it, but I saw you and you retweeted it, the Oprah graphic with the you're in the Bomb Squad, and you're in the Bomb Squad, and you're, like, everybody's in the damn Bomb Squad. I'm over the Bomb Squad, I don't care about it, I give the Bomb Squad a whole another week and a half.
I don't even think it's a legitimate alliance. I'm not even going to dignify it with, like, a real, because it's, everyone is there passively, or the majority of it is there just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to know, because it was 4 o'clock in the morning, Devin's walking around looking a little weird, and then decides, oh, we've got to let a couple girls in. I missed why he thought that was right or appropriate. We don't
No,
know.
you didn't miss anything. No,
Really?
you saw it
Okay.
exactly how it happened.
You didn't miss anything.
Yep. Nope, we have no idea. Devin,
Okay.
he's crazy. He's crazy. He's insane. I think he's an actor. We know he likes to go into the storage
No.
room and put Sprite in his eye to make it look like he's crying all the time.
Poor Sonny.
Didn't want to bring Hayden into the bomb squad because he was too green. So he's using like actor terms to describe the other people that are playing Big Brother. He was recruited from some acting talent agency, and I'm telling you right now, him and or Caleb will leave this game probably being self-evicting or getting into
Expelled. Well,
They're expelled.
I want to know what, like, if we could do a flash poll, I'd love to know what do you think the odds are that one of the two of them will be expelled as their way of getting out of the house. And because I'm seeing a lot of Willie Hance in Caleb and a little bit in Devin. Like, right now, I mean, there's not so much HOH-itis. Well, we saw a little tonight, but the second that Caleb is out of power, and especially if a woman wins HOH, hide your sticks, because he's going to go full on cray-cray.
Well, it's that
Go.
It's that emotional kind of, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, than the rage, right? With Caleb, you can totally see that Hance quality in him.
Well, it's just this feeling, it's just attitude of entitlement, like the way, how obnoxious was it to be like, like an all-girls alliance, the nerve. Like, dude, you asshole, you just formed an 8-person guys alliance. Who the hell are you to talk?
Well, we know that he's crazy. We know that he's certifiably crazy.
Yeah.
He is wound so tight, like him and Devin. I honestly think, just like you said, they're in power this week, and they seem like they're on the edge of snapping this week. So what is it going to be like when they actually are in danger? They're getting self-evicted. They're punching somebody in the face. It's insane. Let's talk a little bit about this.
Because the irony is lost on me that they're called the bomb squad, because those two are the ones that are going to explode like a nuclear bomb in that house and cause major damage.
Yeah, 100%. I cannot wait to see them just self explode. What is the word I'm looking?
Self-implode.
Oh my god. Whatever.
Oh my god, you should have played in Vito this time. You would have fit in. You totally would have fit in.
Eric, it's what you do almost on a daily basis. Self-implode.
Self-implode. That is what I mean. That's true. I do that all the time.
Hey guys, so Cindy on Twitter tweeted us and said, I bet you $100 one of those two will be kicked off the show.
Yes,
so Cindy agrees. Thanks, Cindy. We do agree too.
The question is, how many days until I think on tomorrow night after the HOH, I mean it would just be very much. I could see it being just like season 14, where after Willie went after Frank. Hold on, someone wants to say hi.
Oh.
Hi, Jasmine. After when Frank won HOH, after Willie was done with HOH, that's when Willie started throwing pork rinds and calling women all sorts of horrible names, and he headbutted his way out.
We all agree. We're all on the same page. I think we all agree it's coming, and it's coming soon. Let's talk a little bit, because people that don't watch the live feeds or who aren't following probably you, Cleo, on Twitter to see your photoshops about it, or people that are following our live feed updates account, probably don't know what is going on with Caleb and Amber. I know John doesn't, because he just got back to Seattle from his traveling.
Well, I do keep up with our tweets and everything else. Hello.
So you know what's going on with them?
Well, I mean, talk about another Hance thing, right? With Caleb, isn't he kind of obsessed with Amber, and it's kind of a weird little.
Okay, go ahead, Cleo. Go ahead.
Cleo. Go, Cleo.
Oh, wait, Cleo might have frozen, so I'll take it. Here's what's going on. Caleb is like freaky deaky with that Amber. He thinks that they're like secret lovers, that they're best friends. He's obsessed with her. He stares at her all the time. He had the most awkward conversation with her where he's like, I think you're the most sexiest girl in the house, and I don't look at you the way these other guys look at you. I look at you like you're going to be my wife one day, and you're so sexy when you wear that Bible, when you read that Bible, and I want to wear your skin. Like, I'm just saying, he's super duper creepy stalker. There's something mentally
it
wrong.
reminds me of that other little Hans that was on Survivor, that one of the other girls was so pretty, and he's just like, oh, the Lord is testing me, and da-da-da. It's just that weird, kind of creepy, disgusting vibe. It's awful.
It is. I don't know what is wrong with that Willie, with the Willie Hans on his season. I don't know what is wrong with Caleb this season. But
I think he's a distant cousin.
Maybe he's a kissing cousin.
Ooh.
I like the Caleb. No, I don't know. There is literally something severely wrong with Caleb. He has like multiple personality disorder. He's crying over HOH nominations 1 second. He's like freaking stalking Amber the next second. He's Mr. Sensitive the next second. We saw him before the season started. Apparently he doesn't like gays or our president. Now he's spooning the black man and the gay guy in his bed. I don't understand you, Caleb. I can't wrap my head around what's going on in your brain.
Well, I think it's like, State of Terror or whatever that show was, where it's just like just multiple personalities, and I think one's gay and one's black. And
seriously. He spins around, and it's like personality, racist, stop. Yeah.
Just roll the dice. Just which one's gonna come out?
Oh my God. I don't know. Oh yeah. SD Lands in the chat room is saying, John, that he's right. He is crazy. So while we're waiting for Cleo to come back, John, Snooze 2010 says, Comedy Jonah, are you wearing blue in honor of Joey?
Of course I am, Susie. I gotta represent Seattle, girl, and my girl Joey. I don't want to see her get off the block, but I kind of do, because I kind of want to go over there and see her in person and hopefully get an interview. So, yes.
Yes, I was telling everybody that, John, if she ends up going this week, that you're going to go into that hair salon and you are going to get an interview with her live and in person.
I saw that. I retweeted you.
Am I back?
You like how I pinned you into that? Yep, we got you, Cleo. You're
sorry.
good.
One of the many things you pinned me at.
Yeah, we hope that she doesn't leave, but we'll see what happens.
You talking about Joey?
We're talking about Joey, yeah.
Oh, honey.
What?
She's gone. Oh, come on.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know that
she's not gone yet. She's not gone yet.
We'll see.
Can we talk about her alter ego, Alex? Did you see that?
Let's talk about her alter ego, Alex, because that was just creepy, that Alex.
I loved it.
Oh, I loved it too, but it was still creepy.
Tell me about it. I'm still catching up.
Well, it was kind of like you right now if you just put your hood over your face. Because just imagine her with, the skull cap on, and then she just kind of, walked around, with a little hunch and giant...
With a huge sock stuffed in her thing, and she was like in drag and be like, you better fucking vote for me! I thought it was a task that maybe she was getting as America's... Team America,
yeah.
And they were giving her a chance to get $5,000 before she goes.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
That's how we roll in Seattle. I don't think there's anything creepy about it. You should see me with my big hood on when I take out the trash or go get takeout.
Here's my question on.
It's raining here.
Yeah, well, training here too. Here's my question for you guys. Since, live show and we love everybody, am I like above my thumbnails right now or no?
Yep.
I can't. I
You
am.
know,
I am. I don't know
mhm.
why it's doing that, everyone. I apologize. I can't get it to go back for some reason. Anyway, so let us talk then kind of about my favorite part, I think, which is what we should do. We should talk about a favorite part of episodes. And here's my favorite part of the last episode. Oh my god, that pow pow on a swing. Girl can't swing. She is hanging off swings. She is like on if you told her to sit in a chair, like what would she be like? Oh my god, what am I? I'm sitting in the chair right now. What's
That
going?
was,
Is this how you
that
sit in a
was
chair? I don't get it.
that was so. It was TV gold. I mean, it was just brilliant, brilliant.
It was. I love her on that swing. And then how much did Donnie and her break our hearts tonight with the whole, like, guys are just my friends. And I
I
just
feel
love that
like
people love me.
I feel like every time Donnie's on screen, the Forrest Gump soundtrack needs to play because he's just like do 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 do. Like he's just like that, that
Mhm.
war person that's always positive and just
Mhm.
hit.
But
My mom
Donnie.
always taught me kick your legs forward and then push back and then
Mhm.
kick your legs forward. It's okay. We're all like.
Well, I mean, Donnie, is a threat because, I mean, his superpower is actually getting words or letters and forming words. And a lot of the house guests can't do that.
He could spell. Who knew?
No, I loved when Caleb was like, that Donnie's a powerhouse. He knows how to pour. Did you see him pouring that water? He has to be in the army. He is military reserve, how he was pouring that water. So this is a joke? Like, is this
I
the
love
best you could do to come up with this edit?
I love his conspiracy theories. I just love
Oh,
Mhm.
gosh.
and him and Devin feed off each other. It's just so ridiculous.
It is. Them two. Did you see Devin hiding? So when Joey turned into Alex, Devin didn't know what to do. He just hid in the friggin' honeycomb room. He was like hiding behind a door. He didn't know what to make of it. And I don't think it could have been a challenge. I mean, I guess it could have, but like, wouldn't we have voted for it if it was a
Oh, and,
challenge?
I'm just saying, like, it was very reminiscent of Amanda during when she, was Booby, but that
Mhm.
was way late in the game. But like, what I thought it was funny just from just as a viewer, but
Mhm.
the house clearly was not in on the joke or did not. They thought it was super creepy, and
Yeah.
I can we
It
just
was
talk about?
creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
why? This is what frustrates me about newbies on the show, is that you know it kind of happened like with Jesse last year. There's a time to campaign, and it's not when you're the replacement nominee and the eviction night is tomorrow. Like, why did she use her power, like her Team America alliance as leverage? Why did she try to, like, I heard her trying today making, like, her pitch to stay in was, I want to still do a few competitions. Honey, that is not a reason why you're going to you have to convince people why they need you to stay in the house, not because you want to do more competitions. Who
We
cares?
can't blame her. She's recruited. She doesn't know any better. Half these people don't know any better. I listened to, which probably should have started the show with this because, oh my God, Derek and Victoria gave us a shout out. Yay, first time ever. We love it. Links below. But I'm literally watching them in the hammock being like, so how does this work now? So like Julie's gonna, like, I think it was Caleb. He's like, so Julie's gonna talk to me in the room, but you guys can hear me? So why would I talk about my game then if you guys can hear? And I'm like, you don't even know that? Like, you don't even know that.
Like, even I know that.
Right. Yeah. And that's a
They're
lot.
clueless. It's embarrassing, to be honest.
It is. It definitely annoys me that they're recruiting these people when I just think there have to be you don't even need a super fan. There has to be good-looking people that at least know the basics of this show, is my point. That we could kind of get in here.
Well, it just, they got to watch past seasons in Sequester. Some people, like, I hear conversations, and actually, no, when I hear these conversations, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. The only one who has spoken about game on the feeds that has, like, clearly the wheels are turning is Derek. And then Christine, on the main show. Other than that, these people, they're so comfortable in this, like, idea of, oh, well, I'm in the bomb squad, so I'm kind of safe.
Yeah.
It's just, things are going to get real once, the numbers start going down. Yeah.
Once numbers start going down, it's on with these people. It is 100% on. So, like, we saw tonight that one of the big plot lines is Donnie in, the special services or army or whatever, which we know he's not. But Susie wants to know, do we think that Donnie is really smarter than he appears, or let's say that he is letting on? John?
I think he's already proved it by being able to spell words. But no, I think he does. I think his life is very simple, and so he has a lot of time to think about things, read a lot of books. Yeah, I think we're underestimating Donnie, absolutely.
No, Cleo?
As a player?
Yeah.
No. I mean, if you are fooled by Devin, then no. If I'm talking about Donnie, if you bought that crap that Devin was serving, in the storage room, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just he's naive. He's just one of those people that's likable that I'm sure people will want to keep around because he's just a good guy and doesn't seem threatening. Although what's weird is how, like, Caleb and Devin are projecting this image on him that he isn't really, to make him seem threatening, which is it's just bizarre.
If he wasn't threatening, then why have him be the first target? That something's happened. They've heard him talk, they've heard him write a sonnet, something. Because he was such a threat, they wanted to have him to be the first one out. And he won the power veto, and he took himself off the block.
David Burton could have won the power veto tonight. This was the most ridiculously. I mean, how many of the players didn't completely spell a word? Like,
well, a lot of them were waiting for other letters to come up. Instead of maybe shuffling the letters around a little bit to spell another word, they were like, I was just waiting for a P to spell specialization. Isn't that what Caleb did? I mean, it was just.
I mean, Cody had how many letters, and he couldn't come up like.
Yeah, Cody.
I'm not impressed with the victory as much as I would have hoped to be. I mean, he won kind of by default. He won because everyone else was so stupid.
Have you seen some of the pictures floating around with Donnie without the beard? I think the beard is fooling people a little bit, that he's just kind of this kind of simple guy kind of thing. I don't think so. I think there's something there, and we're going to see it. We're going to see it, Cleo.
Like what? Like what?
Like brains? Like brains?
What has he done?
Like where the period goes at the end of a sentence? Like, or
he spelled splitters.
Yeah,
at least he spelled it.
I mean, you're kind of like being like Caleb right now.
Me?
Yeah,
John is the voice of the people. John is the voice of the people.
Am I stalking you, Cleo?
No. Meaning, like, you're making Donnie out to be this person that I genuinely don't think he is. Meaning, like.
Well, my question.
It's almost like Philip Shepard, where he's like, everything is, conspiracy theory, and everything is. I mean,
why?
The only reason why you think this is because Caleb put the idea in your head. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the only reason why you think this, John.
No, I put the ideas in my head. I'm saying my question is to you, why was he the first one they wanted out if he wasn't a threat?
Well, I don't know. I thought that it was,
He just checkmated your ass.
Were the other three people on the block threats?
That's a good
point. Number 2 was Joey.
If only I had a way to do a chart.
I got number 1.
I'm sorry, but I think the big threats are not nominated by the HOHs.
Yeah, I agree. I think this week they did not nominate the big threats, if we're being honest, which I don't know why. They had the perfect opportunity to get rid of Devin this week, and the fact that they didn't take it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Actually not, no, because the longer he's in there, the more likely it is that he's going to do stupid shit and keep the target off their backs. It's frustrating for the viewers, but for them, they're like, honey, you go be crazy. You go, just do your thing. And because the whole house sees him as, like, cuckoo, and as long as he's cuckoo, he's going to be a bigger target than them. And so...
Yeah. Sure. I'm not sure that's the only reason why, but...
Right.
Well, also, no one in this Bob squad is going to stir things up by trying to disrupt, like, no one wants... the first week is about keeping targets off your back and laying low.
And saying yes to every alliance.
Yes, exactly. Like, you got an alliance? Okay.
I'm in the bomb squad. I'm in the double Ds. I'm in the triple Ds. I'm in the double A's. Yeah.
The justification for going after Joey was because she outed the girls' alliance. That's just an excuse. Like, I was surprised to find out that Amber was the one who outed the girls' alliance.
Well, here's a good thing, because I know that are a good question from Princess Glammy, because I know we haven't, I don't think, talked about this yet, and it was one of the reasons I've been so on Team Devin until tonight's episode. So, Glammy is saying, what do you think about Devin being a single dad, but not being a single dad, basically? What do you think of that, John? Or you don't know? I'll answer. I was just trying to pick it so that I could flip my image back around since I'm having all sorts of problems over here. It's okay, I'll answer my own question.
No,
wait, what does that mean? I don't understand.
Because it came out, like, Devin's whole storyline is about, oh, I'm a single dad, I thought. But didn't it come out, like, court records or stuff that he's not really, or like that it was his fault? And here, I'm going to ask Glammy. Glammy in the chat room, clarify, because I forget what the exact details of it were. My point is, his story isn't so innocent.
It was in the intro. They were saying that he's single, he's a dad, but they never put the single dad together thing, right? Like when they first...
No, they did. They definitely did.
Into the house. Well, let's let Glammy clarify that.
Glammy,
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You didn't hear any of this? You don't know that he's a single dad?
No, but...
Are we giving spoilers to Cleo?
I don't understand. He's a single dad, so
Am I giving spoilers to Cleo? It's weird. That's why we're bringing it up.
He's a single dad, but then Glammy is saying... What is
She's going to clarify. Don't make it explode your brain.
He's not a single dad. So what does that mean?
Well, she's going to clarify for us in the chat room. Wait, here we go. She says, he said he was a single dad, but he said he hasn't seen his kid for 3.5 months before the show, so he's a single dad, but not a single dad with custody.
Do we really know that? I mean, this is.
I heard not just Glammy saying, I heard a lot of people saying they went back, they saw court records that even like he wasn't kicked out of the baseball or like he didn't leave, he was actually kicked out for whatever reason. I don't know.
Drug use. Drug use.
I'm just saying he has a really nice storyline that I bought hook, line, and sinker. He's watching the fireworks. He knows he wants to be by his daughter, so he leaves Hazel. And then I just find out it's all lies. So you conned me, Devin.
This is pretty face. It's pretty face, but it's crazy. There's crazy behind those eyes.
Yeah, I definitely think there's something going on with him. And my heart breaks for Zach, too, because, okay, we're a panel of gays, so here's a question I want to ask to both of you. We all watched the preseason interviews. We all saw Zach say, I don't like anybody. I hate everyone. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to con everybody. I will split their throats. All I want to do is win this game. I'm the hugest con artist. Now we see him in the house where he's kind of like flirting with Frankie, like they're like spooning in bed together. They're like having this bromance that I don't know any straight man would have, but then again all the guys are. My point is this friendship, do you think, with Frankie sincere that Zach is having, or is this all just part of a con and at the end of the day he doesn't give two shoots? Oh wow, you both say yes.
I absolutely think this whole thing with Frankie is this is all a con. This is all manipulation. I think this is all fake.
John,
I think he's that good. He's in my final 3 pick, and this is why. I think he's the most underestimated person in that house. Besides Christine and Nicole. I'm telling you, this is all. He is smooth, and he knows because it's working like a charm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I say no. I say it is sincere, but everyone tells me I'm a fool. And John, you also say it's a con.
Eric, if I was gonna slit your throat, I'd cuddle up next to you.
Yeah, same here. Eric, I would hug you. I would hug you and cuddle you right before I shake you. That's exactly what I would do.
But you're gay.
But then I'd record a great exit speech, being like, "Ha ha, bye, fooled you." He's gonna just laugh.
Even if you were a girl, Eric, I would still cuddle up next to you.
That's not what I mean. I mean, Zach is a straight, young, 20-something-year-old guy. He doesn't need to be spooning the gay guy on national television in order to con him. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. To build a feeling of trust. I mean, he's manipulating him. This is like. Yeah. Do you think Frankie isn't completely like? You think Frankie doesn't trust Zach with his life right now?
Mm-hmm.
Frankie I think he is enamored. Frankie will fall on his sword for Zach.
Absolutely. He's got a soldier now. He's got a soldier.
He's doing what Matt Hoffman did with Reagan.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Hey, chat room. Hey, Laganja. Hey, Missy. Hey, Colleen. Hey, everyone. I see you. We're not ignoring you. We'll be there. Look, I even have it open. They're feeling ignored. Look, I want you both to shut up for 1 second because I want to make sure I have a clean edit on this for later on in the season. Zach, I knew you were being sincere. I love you too.
Zach, I know you. I know what's up, and I totally respect it, and you rock.
Cody, I want to do something to something of yours that rhymes with rock.
Cody, these are my pearls, and I'm clutching them every time I see you on the feeds. 'Cause, girl, you are hot.
You got some... Those are not real, Cleo, is what I'm saying. They look a little green.
They look like they're glow-in-the-dark Halloween ones.
I'm just saying somebody
they're from like a rave like 10 years ago, but they're big, and they're round, and they make me think of Cody.
That's what she said.
No, that's what he said.
Or she. So, what about Frankie this episode? He only said Ariana Grande one time. I was a little bit floored that we only had a one Ariana Grande comment this episode.
That they showed.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know that he can't say it in front of everybody, so he's only going to be able to say it in the diary room, but Big Brother made sure to slip it in that, Frankie, I don't know. I like Frankie. I wanted to hate him. I do like him now. His sister's song is getting stuck in my head because I keep using it for all my Instagram mashups, which we didn't say that. Hello. Frankie named the fish John Eric, and it's a fat, short, alcoholic fish.
If we were to have a child, that's what it would be.
Well, nobody has... What?
Speaking of Aria, do we want to go to my competition?
Yes, we will. I was trying to give you the segue, but let me say, people don't have to wonder. They can see what the fish looks like. Just go on our Instagram. I made the Eric John fish. It has a little cocktail glass and one of my hats. It's a little baby fish. But yes, Cleo.
Okay, so here's the story. Because I'm a firm believer that all this Ariana Grande is hype, and that I don't believe that her Twitter following is significant in terms of the number of retweets and favorites she gets. I don't believe it's very meaningful, and as such, I have a game for us to play, and I want everybody to play along with us.
Well, now wait, before you tell the rules.
Tweets. Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Cleo, before you tell the rules, people don't like to play games unless they know what they're winning. So, we are going to be giving one of these away. If I win, I will say what you guys have to do in order to win it. And if John wins, I'll let him say what you guys have to do in order to win the autograph thing. Okay, Cleo, go ahead. We are dressed and ready for our competition. What, I ask you, are the rules?
The rules are simple. I'm going to read an Ariana Grande tweet.
Okay.
And you have to guess. I will either ask you how many retweets or favorites the tweet has gotten. And the person who gets closest to the actual number without going over wins. Are we ready to play?
Oh, I'm ready. I have my whiteboard. I am ready to play.
Then let's begin. Cue music. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Ariana Grande tweeted, "I hate everything I'm tweeting right now." How many favorites did that tweet get last night? Or 2 nights ago? Answers, please. Yeah, Eric, I need an answer. I need your answer. Answers, please. Eric, I need your answer.
Okay. My answer is 7,000 John's drunk.
John, your answer. What is that?
387.
Can I change my answer?
No. Because, Eric, with a total of 19,300 tweets, you are the winner.
Oh my god.
Suck it, John Bridgeson. Suck it, John Bridgeson. I win. Oh.
Congratulations, you won Grande's tweet. And this also had 10,000 retweets. And congratulations, Eric, you win.
Oh, only 10,000? I thought for sure it would have been more than that.
Well, 19.3 thousand favorites is what it got.
Okay. I see.
There will be.
Hold on. John is pissed that he lost this.
Next week there will be more, and because
there's just one question.
Oh well, actually no, I've one more if you want.
Yeah.
Sure. I want to do one more question. I want to do one. This will be tiebreaker, and then, oh God, I hope one of us doesn't tie it up. So, okay, Cleo, go ahead.
Question 2. Ariana Grande tweeted, "Had to fix the typo." How many retweets did this tweet get? Answers, please. Answers, please. John, Eric, I need your answers. Answer. Eric has 10,000 and John has 10,555. Well,
Yeah.
the answer is 16,000 favorites. John, you are the winner of this one.
Whoa. Mine wasn't 10, it was 16.
No, well,
Shut up.
now,
Cheater.
I have a-
Cheater.
What?
hold on. I have a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, I love tiebreakers. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
This is a unique one. This is a fun one.
Okay, keep in mind I'm controlling cameras over here while answering. Go ahead.
Now this one isn't an Ariana Grande tweet. It's a fan that was responding to Ariana Grande's tweet that said had to fix the typo. This person, Selena Fields, says, at Ariana Grande, shut up. I'm trying. Eat my dog. How many favorites did this one get?
Wait, excuse me, Julie, can you clarify? She said you're trying to eat. She said she's trying to eat her dog.
Shut up. I'm trying. Eat my dog. Answers, please. How many favorites did this get? Closest to the number without going over wins. If both of you go over, it's the closest to the actual number. Answers, please. Eric, I need your answer. Eric, I need your answer. Okay. What does that say? You got problems.
Problem.
And what is yours, John? I can't see it, John.
8,501.
Okay, you guys was actually 17. So, John, you are the winner of the tie-breaking question. It was only 17. So, you both went over, but John was close. So, he wins. Rodney Tweeten.
Woohoo! I love to win, baby.
Too bad you didn't have that mantra at the reality rally.
I did. It was hard.
Okay. Moving
Okay,
on.
John.
Did everyone in the chat room play along? How did you guys all do?
Everybody in the chat room did play along. I see that Colleen was pretty close. Princess Glammy looks like you're not close, Glammy. BB Ghosts did good. Laganja said 8,000.
How do you like my cards?
Love them.
Okay.
We're going to play this game, and we're going to figure out a better way next week.
Yeah.
I think we might have Dana in the chat room and have her get to like corral the chat room, and whoever wins in the chat room is going to win a prize for next week. So I'm going to say, I don't know, Glammy, I hate to make you work right now. Glammy, you tell me if anybody got one of them, got it right in the chat room, and I will give them the autograph picture from the finale party for this week's episode. Okay.
So what are the fans saying? What are the viewers saying? I want to hear from...
Oh, God. Okay, I'm not going to put them up on the screen, everybody, because for some reason when I put them up on the screen, it flips my whole thing around, and it's already messed up. So let us see. Tyler Hayes, one of our bloggers and live feed updaters, says he thought the Zach bromance was real until he recently said he would take second to Frankie, therefore he's totally playing him. So
Tyler's a smart cookie.
Yep.
Tyler, what do you know,
Girl.
Tyler? Although Tyler is, okay, all right,
Don't
maybe.
mess with my Tyler.
Okay.
Okay. Next question is Miss Cleo. It's from Nikki Cochran, and says, Miss Cleo, she wants to know what you think of the new intro.
It's very Real Housewives. Did they spell Costa's name correctly yet?
It's what I hear. I don't think so, no.
I guess all that praying doesn't do you too much good when it comes to the titles on Big Brother.
Well, here's a question that I have for both of you. Are either of you buying that they got Frankie's age wrong? Because he's telling everyone in the house that he's 28, but on his bio and on CBS, it still says 31. And I got news for you. I think the 31 is a lie. I think girlfriends push.
He's like 34.
Yeah, he's like every bit of 34. He is not 28 at all.
Agreed.
I agree. I am not buying that one. Miss Cleo Forever says.
I love that name.
Yeah, well, it's Miss C Forever is the name, and I was just assuming it was Miss Cleo. Says on the show, it also says he's in motorcycle sales under his name. Are we talking about Frankie?
No.
Who Miss C Forever? If you're in the
Sounds like Nick Uhas.
No, that would be road. What is it?
Car part salesman. He's the roller skating car part salesman from Ohio.
There you go. And whatever. Yeah. Miss Cleo. Amber Alert. I think Big Brother put an undercover cop in the house just because of Caleb and the Amber situation. I didn't think to say like Amber Alert. That's kind of a thing that we can play around with. I didn't think of that. That was fun. Liked it. Devon's strategy. Yasana Martinez says Devon's strategy is to create an alliance with 2/3 of the house and create paranoid theories about Donnie's identity. And that's his actual strategy. No? So good, it could be.
Who knows what's going on in that head of his?
Yeah.
Brilliance is what's going on.
In Caleb's head?
Oh,
I thought Donnie. We said talking about Donnie.
I thought you were talking about Devon.
Oh. Well, we're all singing really well, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for you two to talk so I can get through some questions and not just.
Oh, I just. What was the question?
The question was whatever I just said. Grades. Whatever. I hope that. What is Susie saying? You hope she gets drama from Caleb and Devon. Okay. We get. Oh, John. Well, your mom just as high. She's watching.
Mom, call me.
Marcosaur says, Miss Cleo, the show that you were referring to earlier, the one with the suitcases. Marcosaur thinks it's called Take the Money and Run.
Yes.
Is that it?
I think so. Yeah. It was like 8 episodes, 1 season.
Okay. What did we think about how horrible Dylan Robinson wants to know? What do we think about how horrible Pow Pow failed? How do we think? Oh my God! How bad?
What is wrong with you, Eric?
What is wrong? The questions are flying so fast, and I have to try and cram.
Donnie to read us the questions.
Where's the dodo music for you right now? Is what I want to know.
Dodo something right up both of you in a minute. So how bad did Pow Pow fail at the spelling calculator challenge? What are our thoughts on how bad she failed? Is what Dylan Robinson wants to know.
How bad did a lot of them fail? I mean,
I can't blame them. I think I would have done just as poorly in that challenge.
Okay. I would have had a great word. I would have tried to pay tribute to Rachel Riley and spell moisturizing, but do it correctly without the U. And that is a reference, by the way, to the fact that this competition was a near identical replica of the one from Big Brother 13, where it was leg hairs. But this time, they had a giant Alison Gronder in a bathtub and were picking out her pubic lice. I am living for this competition, and I will get endless enjoyment out of making fun of it. So thank you, production designers. because it was designed after the competition was called Brass Balls, and it was supposed to be Alison Grodner. That was Big Brother Net tweeted about that earlier today.
Yeah, I did see that. David E. North says, who would we like to see be up on the block next week? I will let you two go first so I don't pick the same people as you. John?
Christina Nicole.
Really? Super fans?
I want two alpha male douches to be up on the block so they can start getting their paranoia into like hyperdrive, and then have them. Oh, especially if they're like two alpha males were against two alpha males, and then because knowing that two of them were gonna still be on the block, and then that would breed. Especially if it's a girl that's putting them up, that would be immensely enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree. It would definitely.
And can we talk about what the competition tomorrow will be? I've seen Buzz.
No, we can't yet because I would have spelled. And I have to give credit to and I lost.
Cody almost
Sharon.
spelled like a Technotronics type of word today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cody did, but whatever. Yeah, I was gonna take that somewhere, and then I decided against it. So go ahead, Cleo. What is the next challenge?
So last year, and a lot of people I saw talking about this last night, so it's not like my idea. I didn't come up with this. But last year for the second HOH competition, it was that barbecue sauce transfer where they paired them up, and I'm thinking that would be a perfect competition to redo right now, because then you have two people that will win HOH instead of like last year where Jeremy gave it to Aaron. Like what better way to pair them all up so that and that way it'll get interesting because will one person try to throw it to prevent the other one from winning, or just there can be a lot of interesting dynamics if it were like they were paired randomly in an HOH comp. That's what I'm thinking.
Definitely. And to go back, it is Devin whose name has motorcycle sales under. I think it's hysterical that this is like a real, actual Big Brother prop. This is not marker. This is I just used it for the first time ever, and the whiteboard is coming off. So this is like real hardcore Big Brother. I wiped too hard with the tissue, and the white is coming off. Anyway,
that's what he said.
To Devin.
No, it's just remember what you just said.
Yes, I know what I just said. Do we think that Big Brother Christine and Big Brother Frankie are in a real alliance, which is kind of what's being talked about on the live feeds right now?
Frankie and who?
Frankie and Christine.
Your girl.
I think everybody is in an alliance right now. That it's no one is going to turn down an alliance.
That's true. And I'm sorry, David, I did not answer your question. I want the same as Cleo, I think, Devin and Caleb on the block, just because I want to see them two kill each other.
Well, why do we want? I want to see them kill each other all season long. Like, why do we need those two girls with the glasses going, look what I do, and I push my glasses back? Oh,
you know what? Actually, what would be great is if the two HOHs, or like collaborate so that one HOH nominates Caleb, the other HOH nominates Devin, and then they match them with like Pow Pow and Victoria or Brittany, or just and then like the rage and because one of them is going to still be on the block, and then they're each going to be killing the other nominee for because they're totally going to blame the girl for losing the battle of the block. Yeah,
that would be good.
That's where the good drama will come in. What I'm thinking.
here's what I'm looking forward to for tomorrow night's episode, and you guys can comment below or in our chat room and let us know. Actually, oh, darn it, I wish... If Cleo didn't already, not Cleo, if Glammy didn't already pick a winner, I think this is how we should decide the winner. Or hey, I'll say this. We're going to give away swag to somebody who comments correctly below on the YouTube version of this and is the first one to get it correct. How do we think they're going to pick the second HOH tomorrow night? In other words, is there going to be 2 HOH competitions? Is it going to be 1 HOH competition, but the last 2 people standing are the 2 HOHs? What do you guys think is going to be how they're going to get the 2 HOHs tomorrow night? Will there
be pairs that, like, will they compete in pairs?
Compete in pairs. So you guys comment below. Whoever gets it the most specifically correct first.
How about this? Whoever correctly identifies who the 2 HOHs will be wins. Because if you're only giving them like 3 or 4 options, it's just like a race.
That's true, but then let me say this. You only get one guess. Well, it might not be those 3 options.
Because everyone is going to YouTube and be like, boom.
Well, that's what I mean. You're only getting
25% chance of winning.
You're only getting one guess. I'm only picking the first guess of yours.
Well, I think for that difficult of an answer, I think it should come framed.
Okay, John is going to be framing it. Oh boy, everybody's getting phone calls today. Why doesn't anybody call me? Because I spend all my time doing these shows. Wendy's my girlfriend.
Do you think that the HOH top will be something physical? Because the thing is that if it were something like that barbecue sauce transfer, that would favor guys winning, unless they match the guys and girls. Or do you think it'll be something that, because classic Big Brother USA is they love their power shifts every week, and I could easily see something being either like something that's just kind of like a toss-up where it's just like a question and answer thing, and there's no advantage to being a guy who's physical.
It seems like Miss C, Chris, 1215, US, Marcus, they all seem to think it's going to be some sort of a last man standing type of a physical challenge in the chat room. So
we won't know who wins HOH by the end of the episode?
Well, on behalf of myself, and I'm going to say Cleo too, we sure hope not. Buy your live feeds. So we're gonna need those feeds to find out who wins. I'm ready for the first one of the season. Make it next week. We need some better cameras around here. So yeah, I hope it is. I hope, and I like it. I like being able to stay up late, see see how these people are going to play when it's an actual real competition that we get to watch live. It lets me see more into what type of players they are in this game, or how safe they feel or not how safe they feel. But I don't know. And I love Christine and Nicole. I think they're freaking adorable. They're little Saturday Night Live characters, and I just love them.
I think Christine is kind of like the narrator of this season, where she kind of like says what America is thinking during her diary rooms, and she's kind of like the Amanda. That's what Amanda was with her diary rooms last season, where it was like she called it out like it really was, and I feel like that's how Christine is being used by production.
The funniest thing that I saw was, like, we have all the guys that love to gossip and love to plot and love to bicker. Like, they're almost like the girls, and I don't mean that stereotypically or a monogamous, I can't say the word, you know what I'm saying. Then we have the girls also, who the other day, they all sat around and cried for a good 15 minutes, all sharing, like, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings in the game, I didn't mean to hurt yours. But there's this big thing. Cut to the only person not there, Christine. She's hanging out in the honeycomb room with friggin' Frankie, Cody, and and Zach, and she's like, I'm sorry, I just don't care. She's like, I'm not sad. I don't miss my family. That's what they were crying over. They all miss their families. Joey had to give a 20-minute pep talk to Nicole, finally convinces Nicole what she needs to do to feel better is just go in a room by herself and talk to her family one-on-one through the camera. Joey gave this big emotional speech about how her family's there, her spirit is with them, just go do it. Takes her 20 minutes to convince Nicole to do this.
The super fan.
Nicole gets up to go do it. Victoria runs outside into the hammock, starts crying and talking to her family, and the camera stays on Victoria. It was just like, ooh, Big Brother is either trying to make Victoria look really bad or Nicole. To be fair, Nicole went to the room where the other people were in, but it was all very funny. It was all quite funny that night.
Do you know what I think is really, this is my prediction for the season, is that I think the guys are going to be the ones who do what the girls typically do, and the guys are going to, just destroy each other and take each other out, and the girls are kind of just going to be imagine me giving Jocasta face,
that's what I want to see.
Yeah, but the beauty of it is it's like a total role reversal from what we're used to. Usually it's the girls are getting jealous and catty and they're obsessed over boys. Now it's the guys who are obsessed and crazy about the girls, and that they're just, it's like they're like a powder keg waiting to explode. And I think they're just, their egos are such that they're going to destroy each other, and not because they're going to be they're all going to be trying to be the king of the hill, and I think the girls are going to be more like the Brigade this season. And another thing is that this whole bomb squad, blah, 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 the girls don't need to really form an alliance so much because I don't think they're in any danger of going. The targets are these guys, and they're going to backdoor them. I think that's what we're going to start seeing is just nominate 2 pawns or 4 pawns. Whoever, we're going to see a lot of vetoes being used, and just I think Devin is target number 1 next week.
I think Devin is target number 1 next week as well. Glammy is saying that another option is America could vote who the next HOH is. We can't rule that out, so that's another option. Here's what I
don't think they would ever give America that sort of power.
I don't think they would give, personally, America that sort of power either. But I know that we need to start wrapping it up. So if there
wait, one thing.
Well,
who do you bet will win? Who's the next person in Team America?
Well, if they're being honest, it's Frankie. But I know we disagree on that. So I'm
call
going
it
to say
Donnie.
Frankie.
I'm calling Donnie as well.
Well, after tonight, it's going to be Donnie.
No, the voting closed already, right?
Yeah.
It is going to be Frankie.
I'm Team John. John and I are going to laugh at you tomorrow night.
And then we're going to slit your throat.
Donnie, and we're going to laugh at you.
Then we're going to cuddle with you and slit your throat.
Yeah. We're totally evicting you next week, Eric.
Good luck. Here's what I want to know. How much would it freak out Nicole if we were like this during the show? Nicole! Wait, they don't have it. I thought they did. But if we were I didn't have my ghost.
The rock song, you mean?
Yeah, oh my god. No, I meant how Nicole is terrified of ghosts. Please, Big Brother, for the love of God, do the aliens in the mirrors this season while Nicole is still there. But I don't want aliens. I want ghosts. Please. I'm seriously, Big Brother, begging. I'll pay you. I'll literally pay you.
Also, Eric, you and I never announced sort of our predictions about who will make it to the very end or who will win. And I think we should just since we're at the start, and this is our first like real show. Let's just get it on the record. You too,
I
John.
thought we did last episode, but
No,
okay,
we did
let's
not.
get
We
it
did
on the
not.
record.
We did not predict any. We did not give our predictions.
Okay, then John, you better be ready. So go ahead, Cleo. You go first.
Okay, my predictions for the final three are Christine, Nicole, and Zach. And I think Zach will probably win. That's my official prediction.
That is your final prediction.
That
okay.
is lock it in.
I am going to say the final three is. I wish I would have thought about this more. So it's off the top of my head. I definitely agree with you that there's going to be Zach in there. I am going to say, along with Zach, is, you know what? I'm going to say Frankie. I'm going to say Frankie makes it to final three. I'm also going to say that Christine. So I'm going to say Zach, Frankie, and Christine are going to be the final three. However, I reserve the right to change that answer next show after I think about it more.
No, you don't.
Well, I can't come up with it on the top of my head. How long do you have to think
I was
of it?
even ready.
Who would take it, Frankie? Who would take
Watch
Frankie
this.
to the
I
end?
can, and I will.
Who would take Frankie to the end? Honestly.
Production.
Wait. When has a light? No, but production will not take you that far. They will never take you that far. Who will, honest to God, take him? Take someone that's. When has someone that is that likable ever been taken to the end?
You're asking me to remember, but let me tell you this. Chat room,
chime in.
Brennan is saying Derek Amberzak for
Wait,
final.
let's get to John. Let's get to John. John's prediction.
John, you have yours? I was giving him more time.
Okay, well then, Eric, tell me who would bring Frankie. How would he? What would his path be to get to the end? That's the question.
I say I think it's production will help him get to the end. He was cast because of who his sister is. Clearly they want him on the show. I like him, but I don't think he has enough to offer that there wouldn't have been somebody better that could have filled that spot. I think he's there for a reason. He made the press release for a reason when nobody else has not before. He's there because production wants him there to get Ariana Grande viewers, and he's there to final three.
He will be taken out during the second double eviction, just like Amanda and Alyssa were. That's as far as production takes you. Mark my words. Well,
what are you marking him with?
No.
What are you marking him with? We're betting. You're very confident.
No, I mean, it's just just using precedent is what I'm basing this on. It's not like it's just someone when you are likable to that when you are as likable and gregarious and everybody's best friend as much as he has, you always make it to jury, but then everyone starts to see that you are the absolute last person to take anywhere near the finals because you do not want to be against that sitting next to that person.
Okay, I got a little trap that I'm gonna lay for you right now because I don't think you're gonna be able to get out of this one either way. How do you explain Jordan?
How do you explain Jeff?
No, the question is how do you explain Jordan? That's the question from the chat room.
Well, what is about Jordan? She wasn't
a likable person.
She was not likable as much as Jeff was. Jeff, like to make an analogy to any other season, if you're going to compare Frankie to the person on the equivalent of Frankie on any other season, if it's Big Brother 11, it's Frankie. If it's like Big Brother 15, it's Alyssa, or definitely Alyssa. And
Okay, John, your final. Okay, no, there you go. You're good. You got it, John. Your final three.
Donnie, Zach, and Frankie.
Donnie, Zach, and Frankie.
But again, who's going to take Frankie? Why would Zach let Frankie get to the end with him?
Because he doesn't know his sister's Ariana Grande.
Mhm.
The audience is not voting for a winner. The jury is, and the jury will not care. I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I'm being like.
We need smaller words.
I'm not trying to like argue for the sake of arguing. I'm being just practical, and because the Ariana Grande effect, which I already think doesn't really exist that much, will only benefit him up to a certain point, up to like a possible
No, we get it.
vote. I don't think that anybody would let someone who's likable get to that point. They will. I think Derek will probably get farther and be the one to orchestrate the ouster of Frankie. And mark that down in your notebook.
No, I don't want to, because apparently we're not allowed to mark down our opinions. Look, Cleo, the chat room is telling you to shut up for a minute because they'd like to tell you what they think. And here is what they're saying. First of all, Miss C is saying you changed her mind about Frankie. She was not on board, but you apparently just changed her mind. So now she's totally agreeing with you. Princess Glammy is saying Derek, Amber, and Cody. Derek is her favorite to win.
I think Derek is someone who has a very good shot at going far.
Derek's going all the way, because as we all saw, Derek thinks that we're just the best Big Brother people. All right, he might have said other people, but that's not my mind.
I think someone's going to sniff him out though and realize that because he's good, he's a good gamer, and I think a couple of weaker players will coalesce and get him out, kind of like the way that they did with Judd last year. Derek reminds me of like the Judd character last year.
I agree with that. BB Ghost in the chat room is saying Frankie, Nicole, and Pow Pow. Agree? Disagree? Here.
I think Pow Pow could get there for the same reason that GM got there. But I don't. But I still don't understand. This isn't a popular.
You don't gotta dissect it. They just want to know yes or no. Yes or no.
Why Frankie?
They don't care. They just want to know yes or no. A lot of people want their voices heard. So yes or no, we agreeing with them.
Oh.
We'll dissect it later.
So
No,
Princess Glammy tweeted out saying Rick got the question right. Send him the autograph pic.
Thanks, Rick. Could have told me that later.
Go, Rick.
Now I missed all the ones I had. Damn it. BB fan always.
Oh,
Donnie. All I want to know is yes or no. Donnie, Derek, and Christine. Or how about has a chance, has no chance? Let's go with that.
Thank you. Good. Much better.
Good?
Thank you.
Good?
Yeah. Okay.
So you say Donnie, Derek, and Christine has a chance or doesn't from BB fan always?
Not Donnie.
John?
Not.
No. Okay, we're going to go with John says no. Marcus says Paula, Amber, or Derek. Paula, Amber, and Derek, final three. Likely, not likely. I mean, has a chance, doesn't.
More likely than unlikely.
John?
Likely.
You don't even know what I asked. Now I lost the last one. Oh, darn. I wish there was a way to freeze. The chat room. Colleen says, who's one of our new bloggers at BB Feed Update, says Christine, Hayden, and Nicole. I don't even think Hayden's factoring in. Personally, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, Hayden.
No.
Hayden is unlikely.
Yep. John?
No.
John, what was the question?
No what?
Who do I hate the most? Hayden. No.
No, but close. No, but A for effort. Okay. Brennan, but not that Brennan, is saying...
Oh, happy birthday, Brendan. Happy birthday, Brendan.
When was that?
Today.
Oh,
Brendan
happy birthday,
Davis.
Brendan.
Happy birthday, Brennan! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Brennan!
Brennan, happy birthday!
Happy,
Happy birthday!
I'm
Good
not
job,
gonna do
Brennan. Good
I'm not
job.
I was looking for a party-ish hat that I could put on, but I don't want to go there and open that can of worms today. Brennan is saying a lot of...
Happy birthday, Brennan!
Oh, what you did there. Brennan is saying a lot of people in the chat room have Amber in their final 3, so that is interesting. I'm going to take your word for it. What?
It's possible.
What was your problem with that, John?
I was like, huh? Really?
You don't like Amber?
Eh.
Why? Because she's not white?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Boy, I guess we needed some of that this season, and we'll get it from you, huh, Cardo?
Oh.
I just miss that we don't do our Bravo recaps anymore, where I get to try and convince people that John is racist and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go there with Big Brother.
No, we don't.
Please.
We don't. So I say we should wrap it up. I think we do have a kind of big announcement to maybe tell all of you that we did not originally plan on doing, but I think things have kind of seemed to sort of change. So I think we're gonna do these shows Sunday nights as well, immediately following the Big Brother show. I know it's a little tough this week with all the information that came out, but we kind of feel like our Wednesday night show is good to talk about what we think will happen going forward now that the game is really gonna start. And then on our Sunday night show immediately following Big Brother, we'll kind of have all the spoilers for you guys. So for those of you that like spoilers, we'll talk spoilers. For those of you who don't, pull your headphones out. But we'll be doing another show on Sunday nights immediately following Big Brother as well. Ooh, and I just knocked my camera over. So that is going to be super exciting. Of course, you can see our whole live show schedule. If you guys are watching this on the live show page, just scroll down on the sidebar down there. You can see our whole schedule. It's already been there. So maybe I already ruined the surprise.
I thought the surprise was going to be that Devin is a father. Devin has a daughter.
No. I thought the surprise was going to be that Caleb was obsessed with Amber.
Oh, really?
I'm really what the surprise is I'm surprised John knew. Okay? John.
How rude.
John. I mean, you were even traveling and you got that information somehow given to you, so I don't know what happened. Final thoughts for this episode. Anything you want to leave anybody with before we wrap up this episode? I will let you go first, Cleo.
I think we're in for an exciting season. I think it has a lot of potential to be fantastic.
I'm going to end it with saying BB Ghost says that Amber seems like another Michelle.
Another
from
Michelle.
Big Brother 10. From Big Brother 10.
Oh.
Sorry.
What does that mean to people who don't know Big Brother 10?
I think it means that she is like her. So if you know what Amber's like, that's what Michelle was like on Big Brother 10. Or
hey, everybody in the chat room that doesn't understand the reference, I'm with you.
Somebody took an improv class.
I understand. Go ahead, John.
Well, my final thoughts is I hate you. Of course I'm keeping up with the gossip, and you're shocked that I knew about Amber and Caleb. How rude. Hashtag how rude. My final thoughts is I agree with Cleo. This is going to be a fun season. I'm really excited. I'm happy. It's a good time.
I should also say, I forgot to mention, Glammy is going to join us on our Sunday night show because she is all over the feeds in a way even that I can't be, and hopefully
she has a real British accent. Unlike
Scottish. You should watch our Ladies of London show. It's Scottish. I got reamed. Okay.
Why did you tell him?
My head is just attached because.
Well, here's the thing. This is all I'm going to say about it. John, do we know if you're going to be on the Sunday night shows or not yet? Because we have another big announcement to make later. Do we know if you're going to be on them or not yet?
We don't know for sure yet. So far, yes, but
Okay.
we don't know.
John might not be on Sunday night shows. So far, yes. Definitely Cleo, myself, and Glammy will be on Sunday night shows. Hopefully John can join us. If he can't, trust me, there's a really good reason for it, but more details on that later. Cleo, tell the people where they can find you.
At Miss Cleo BB at Twitter.
And your Tumblr is?
MissCleoBB.tumblr.com.
And if people want the feeds, they can get
Oh,
them.
shit. They know already. Come on. Next.
Okay. John?
Hey guys, so much fun hanging out with my ladies at BB16 recapping. You can follow me at Comedy Jonah.
I agree with all of what they said. We will see you guys back here Sunday night. Of course, check out all of our content over at yourrealityrecaps.com. We're covering tons of reality shows. If you're Big Brother fans and you want all of the news as it happens 24 hours, follow Cleo on Twitter. Follow our at BB16 feed updates. We're doing 24/7 updates there. Buy the feeds. Support us. We love you guys. And we will see you guys all Sunday. Bye, everybody.